Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining today's reading. Today's daily prayers for America and beyond will be from the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 25. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for joining the channel today and getting in the Word. Let's begin with a prayer. Matthew 6:9-13, International Version. This then is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Apologize if I repeat myself. Sometimes it happens. I'd like to welcome all new viewers and all new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much for taking part and coming along on this journey with us. It is very much appreciated. Let's begin with chapter 25. And this is 1 through 12, verses 1 through 12. O Lord, thou art my God, I will exalt thee. I will praise thy name, for thou hast done wonderful things. Thy counsels of old are faithfulness and truth. For thou hast made of a city a heap, of a defenced city a ruin, a palace of strangers to be no city. It shall never be built. Therefore shall the strong people glorify thee. The city of the terrible nations shall fear thee. For thou hast been a strength to the poor, a strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm, a shadow from the heat, when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall. Thou shalt bring down the noise of strangers as the heat in a dry place, even the heat with the shadow of a cloud. The branch of the terrible ones shall be brought low. And in this mountain shall the Lord of hosts make unto all people a feast of fat things, a feast of wines on the lees, of fat things full of marrow, of wines on the lees well refined. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord God will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth. For the Lord hath spoken it. And it shall be said in that day, Lo, this is our God, we have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord, and we have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. For in this mountain shall the hand of the Lord rest, and Moab shall be trodden down under him, even as straw is trodden down for the dunghill. And he shall spread forth his hands in the midst of them, as he that swimmeth spreadeth forth his hands to swim. And he shall bring down their pride together with the spoils of their hands. And the fortress of the high fort of thy walls shall he bring down, lay low, and bring to the ground, even to the dust. There's two verses. Excuse me. This microphone tickles me sometimes. Let me reread these two verses to you. I thought they were really moving. This is 6 and 7. And in the mountain shall be Lord of hosts, make unto all people a feast of fat things, a feast of wines on the lees, of fat things full of marrow, of wines on the lees well refined. And you will destroy in the mountain the face of all the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. You know, I like to look at things in the way that they are happening right now, and I feel like that particular couple of verses are what rings true to some of the things that are coming to light nowadays, or that were maybe just not known. Information is coming out in troughs, and you're able to find out that things were true that were once considered make-believe, or were just told to be, not true completely. Finding out that you do in fact have these capabilities and have these things that maybe were considered science fiction, let's say, and not so much. All right, final prayer. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even if he dies, will live, and everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. John 11:25-26. I don't mean to, say things that sound so vague you don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you reread, when you're reading the Bible and you reread some things, even a second or third time, you might start to maybe get a different meaning that you got the first time, or maybe that it didn't dawn on you the first time. And so, when you rereading or even specifying specific verses, it does tend to, if you're paying attention with what's going on in the world, it does make you compare the two and see the similarities. So with that, God bless you all. Get in the Word. If you're not in the Word, build that relationship with Jesus Christ. God bless you. Take care. We'll see you all here tomorrow. Bye-bye.